I mean, they kept up.
Yeah,
But
that's
game
what
one
I'm
was early
saying.
one.
That's what I'm saying.
Towers of Dork.
Okay.
Here we go.
Picked by X Team.
Here we go.
Did you see what eStar banned?
Falstad.
No, map-wise.
I did not. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Okay.
Or that close of attention.
X Team, probably ban Illidan. There it is.
First pick on Towers of Doom. Will it be the Lost Vikings?
Uh...
Or will it be the Kill Fast?
They're first picking Kael'thas, Murden, but I like the Thrall.
Yeah,
You gotta take the Thrall away.
Yeah, whenever you're a one-trick pony, it's easy to draft around you.
X Team, been playing a lot of Sylvanas. When they get the Thrall taken away from them, what do they do? Let's see, I'm looking for the... They did Sylvanas and Zeratul. Oh, but there's Murden.
I like that. The animation's dope.
You hated it yesterday.
Because it surprised me. They just busted it out randomly. Mid-season. Ooh, Zeratul. Okay. I like the Zeratul. I believe that'll be Paradise playing that. eStar with their next two picks. Next to potentially the Uther. There it is. Boom shakalaka. But what will be the next pick? Will they be willing to lock in that ETC?
Maybe, if they don't want to get it banned against them, as that's very likely what will be the ban from X Team.
They're thinking hard on it.
Yeah.
There's the Greymane. Okay, so a lot of aggression. This is a lot of early game aggression and some good poke to stall out the altars, towers, tributes. Oh my! Is that how that song goes?
Sorry, I was dealing with something. What?
Nice.
What?
What?
Okay, ETC ban for X Team and eStar. They now have a ban. Maybe the Rhaegar. There's the Rhaegar. So super standard bans for this first game, Zoia.
Yeah. Not too crazy. Next two picks here for X Team. Heroes like Sylvanas and Zul, not necessarily bad, but they lose a lot of their priority on this map. At least Zul. Sylv still can be good. You just don't see Sylv picked up early. But the power of Sylv is pretty good on this map.
Yeah.
When it comes to just claiming a bell tower. She's one of the only heroes. There's finally the Lost Vikings. But she's one of the few, like she's the only hero that can just kind of reclaim a bell tower on her own.
I think they'll do Sylv, Lost Vikings right here, and then have the Vikings in the lanes, and then do a really strong four-man push with Sylvanas.
No, I don't think they'll go Sylv anymore. Not with the Lost Vikings. If Sylv, Lost Vikings, Zeratul is just like way too little damage. I like the Li Ming a lot here. Good poke. That's what this map's about, is just poke. They can kind of just poke for days and slowly whittle down the Uther.
Have you seen X Team play Vikings?
Nope. I don't think so. They might have played it in one of the earlier days, but I'm not sure for sure.
Alright, I'm excited. There's the Tyrael.
No surprise from
Yeah.
NCC.
It's Nightja. One final pick. They're going to get Zul. Wow, so a lot of melee.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this comp from eStar.
With no Rhaegar, maybe Karazim here so that he can spread healing. With Vikings. Brightwing if they want global presence, but they already have that with the Vikings a lot. Who's that support going to be?
I would assume Karazim.
Yeah, that's who I would assume too. There he is. I'm pretty excited about X Team's draft. I would be nervous about eStars, but it's eStar. So,
I think when it comes to the draft, X Team definitely won. But that only means so much.
yeah. We'll be getting into this first game pretty soon.
Yep, both these teams already qualified for Worlds. This is just for money, pride, and seeding as well, as I believe.
Hi, see you, Steve. And of course, the honor of playing MVP Black in the finals.
You mean the honor of getting bodied by MVP Black in the finals? I would love to see X Team versus MVP Black. I don't think they've played yet.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. MVP Black was in Group A, X Team, the only team in the Final Four from Group B. So I would also really enjoy getting to see that. We've seen eStar versus MVP Black like 4 times. That would be the 4th time just in this tournament because they played once in groups.
No, this would be
No, it would be the third time. Once in groups, once in
Yeah.
the winners finals. Yeah.
And then potentially today. But I don't think anyone can sleep on X Team. They've been improving rather drastically throughout this season. I think at the beginning they were fairly weak based off what I saw in the group stages. But they've been really... Maybe they're just figuring out the meta faster than everyone else. Maybe they're just molding together well as a team. You know how long this 5 has been together?
I don't know how long this 5 has been together. But yeah, we were wondering if they were even going to make it out of the group.
Yeah. They did not look... In the first few weeks, they did not look very good. I think it was pretty set they would make it out of the group just because of how... Like, that group was pretty one-sided. It was like only Edward Gaming. And then... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically the best team in China at this moment is MVP Black. Because they're in China.
Hook. That is hilarious.
Guys, we had a lot of technical issues yesterday. Hopefully that will
No
not
Pazzarino
persist.
Cappuccino. No Pazzarino Cappuccino.
I'm a little worried that they're already testing Zhao Ti's audio. And yet we're going into the game. But we'll see how that works.
Loud music.
I know.
Well, here we go, guys. Loading into game number 1 here on Towers of Doom. This is a best of 5. Grand Finals is a best of 7 today. I don't know if I've ever cast a best of 7.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. Here
Maybe
we
like
go.
way back in the alpha, but not recently.
In the blue is X Team with Elegant playing Muradin, Paradise on Zeratul, Tao playing Karzim, Yao Yao on Li Ming, and Misaka will be playing the Lost Vikings. Now that we see Misaka on Vikings, I feel like we have seen that at least one other game. But here's eStar in the red with Tiger playing Uther Naicha on Tyrael, Zhao Ti playing Thrall, Ziggsy on Greymane. And they do that to me every time. Zul
To me.
being played by
Sam.
Toomey.
I don't know if it was to me. I just
I don't know either.
I don't know what names you said. Here we go, guys. Get excited. Oh, of course. Of course. Starting off the day, pretty standard.
I
Go
knew it.
From draft to announcement of names to pauses. Yeah.
Is he flipping off the camera? Zing C, how dare you? It's been that red side every time.
I just don't understand how from today to Yesterday, from yesterday to today,
Yeah. I don't know.
nothing changed with that PC.
Was it that PC? Was somebody at that one?
I think so.
I know they were testing Zhao T's audio, like, as we were going into the game, so I didn't know if it was him. It looks like it's Zing C's computer this time.
Which one? Oh,
Second to the end.
yeah. Yesterday it was. I think it's Toomey on the far right.
Yeah, it is.
I'm learning their faces.
You are!
It only took an entire month.
I can't remember if it's Zing C or Toomey, but one of them is super young. They both look pretty young.
They both look really young.
Yeah, I think it might be
assume
Toomey.
it's Toomey.
I think
Because
it's...
Toomey kind of just looks like a baby,
Yeah,
where Zinxie just looks young.
right. I think it was Toomey. Is really, really young, much younger than the other players. And so they call him basically pupil. Like, endearingly.
You say so.
I learned that from Johnson, who works a lot with the Chinese teams. He's from Blizzard.
Yeah. Well, pauses are neat.
Elegant's annoyed.
I'd be annoyed too. I think out of the, what was it, 7 games we cast yesterday, there was a total of like 14 pauses.
Yeah. Then we've gotten used to them showing the stage shot, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going back into the game. Although the stage looks hype.
As a 6 stage.
It's really cool.
Same stage that Cloud9 played on, I believe.
I wonder what Gold League would do if the world champion was a team from China. Would they invite somebody? Or would they be like, we're too good now, we're good enough, we don't need to invite?
I don't know. I mean, they didn't do that for when Cloud9 went, right? The first time? They did it.
Oh, had they invited them
Cloud9
before?
They invited Cloud9 because they won Vegas.
Ah.
Was not because of BlizzCon. They were already going to Gold League before they won BlizzCon.
Hmm.
So,
And
no,
TNL was there too.
Was TNL? Yeah, TNL was there.
Yeah. So they must have just invited the winners of their like regions. I don't know, maybe they invited MVP Black sooner too. I think it's a cool thing that they do though, is at least bring one team over from another. Maybe they'll bring a European team over next time. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be cool to see.
Yeah, you're right.
They might not fare as well as MVP Black has done. Zhao Ti has his orange pants on again.
Dude. No. Zalti wasn't the one wearing the orange pants yesterday.
Yeah, he was. They're the cargo pants.
It wasn't Zalti.
I thought the cargo
it's
pants because he has
Max.
stuff in his... Huh?
Max was the one with the orange pants. No, Max was the one with the pajama pants yesterday.
Yeah. We couldn't figure out what was on the pajama pants. Here we go, into game.
Yay, we got a game.
Woohoo. Alright, so I'm ready to see how they're going to split up the Vikings with the rest of the team from X Team. It looks like they want to maybe get some aggression in the top lane. They've got Thrall there. And... there's pause.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I wasn't speaking. Because I just assumed, this would happen again. And I was right. Because... just Gold League things.
I thought that was a happy sight because we were looking at X Team.
Nope. Yeah, those are the exact same shorts you wore yesterday. Or at least the same color.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Alright, take a look at level 1 talents. I don't see anything too crazy here. Nice dodge from Zalti, but he's still probably going to go down. Yeah, there's no going through that wall there.
He was
First
hoping.
blood, very quickly, going over to X team.
It's really awesome.
Hype is cool.
As you can see at the bottom, all of the Chinese casters predicting eStar to win in varying degrees of this best of 5, but important that it is a really big upset if X Team can win this series versus eStar.
Well, they just need to get it. You know what I mean?
They do.
They need to get on the X Team hype train. They need to believe in the most beautiful player on the face of the earth. I love this aggression coming out from X Team.
Yeah.
They're really just showing how you can abuse Lost Vikings, even with deaths like this in the top lane. As long as the roam squad is getting value, which so far they are, they're forcing eStar to play very passive, very safe. And this situation right here is actually one of the best that Vikings can be, and the fact that the triple spawn happens at 1 in 5 now allows them to just be super aggressive while soaking 3 lanes, and you can also just sneak in a few caps with the Lost Vikings as well, so we'll see how they'll play it. NCC very far forward here, trying to split up X Team here. Tao having to reposition himself. Zulroot goes down, and it looks like eStar might be able to get a kill on Yao Yao. He does get the blink back, though, but he is going to fall.
Yeah, the smite was perfect to pick up that kill. That means they should at least be able to get this bottom one, but in the top, both of the Vikings are getting them, and Misaka was trying to use a third Viking just to stall out Tiger. Tiger shouldn't be stalled out. Paradise was trying to come in, but that would have been probably certain death for him unless he got a really good blink out. Still winning 2 for 1. That's really good for X Team. They got both of those, and they can continue to put on this split pressure with their roam squad, just trying to make sure that eStar either loses people if they get out too far in lane, or if they can't do anything in the lanes.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job of shutting down the Vikings and the pressure as well as they can. But, I mean, this is like a constant threat that's going to be going on the entire game. The constant pressure from these Vikings. The constant pressure from the roam squad that is X Team here. Looking to get a potential gank here onto Zhao T. Will they get the dismounts? Paradise is there. Elegant goes in for the body block there. I don't think he's going to get out of there, even with the Stormbolt missing. He gets a nice heal off, but that's going to be another kill going over to X Team.
If you guys are just watching X Team for the first time, something that you can always watch out for is Elegant and Paradise. They are so in sync with each other, especially with their body blocks.
Okay. They are like in sync, just a handsome boy band.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So good. This is good for eStar, though. They are putting on counter pressure when they see people from X Team in other lanes. And that's good for not only being able to push back the Vikings, but also just make sure that they're maintaining a consistency and experience with their opponents.
Well, more pressure going down here onto Zhao T. He just gets deleted. This aggression is so powerful from X Team. I mean, the burst that the Zeratul Li Ming combo has is just devastating. And again, you know, doing a good job with the Lost Viking. Yes, they're losing them, but it's okay. Like it's okay if you lose a Viking here and there, as long as again you're getting the pressure with this roam squad, which they're doing time and time again. Toomey taking a lot of damage. I think Tiger should be able to keep him up though.
I don't know if you saw in the top, our Vikings picked up not only Viking bribery, but the Mercenary Lord too, and that is, if eStar gets distracted, that is something that's going to start bringing down the structures really fast.
Mercenary Lord affect the pumpkins? I'm just assuming they do more damage?
Yeah, non-boss mercenaries do 50% more damage to non-heroics, so it would be just the same thing and do 50% more damage.
Okay, well that probably does a lot of damage to the structure.
Yes, I would guess so.
That is really cool. Contesting the points here, both are uncapped right now. Looks like Zol might be getting the bottom one there. Zeratul going for one more interrupt. Doesn't look like he's gotten the shots there, but good zoning from Xingxi as Paradise does get caught. And it looks like Zol will be able to cap the bottom shrine.
Yeah, that's good. They haven't... Yeah, X Team hasn't been able to get the mid one yet, too, but Zhao Ti could be in trouble as Elegant and Tao are right up there, starting to zone him back. Bone Prison hit Zeratul. He blinked out. Should be able to get away here, especially with heals from Tao. But Elegant might get caught, but the rest of eStar he has to Dwarf Toss away. And this is fantastic way of playing this from eStar. That they've gotten not only one of these, but potentially 2 of them, as X Team are having a hard time trying to stall this out.
I think X Team's okay with that, though. They stalled out for a decent amount of time, and they've gotten about a half-level lead because of that. You know, anytime, I think they would have preferred to stall that out a bit longer, but every time they do these stall effects, it just gets more value with the Vikings more and more. And yeah, they're down 4 points right now, but they're going to be the first team to hit level 10 because of this.
Ooh, Greymane grabbed Wizened Duelist at 7. That is the stacking with hero takedowns, and I love seeing that up against the Vikings since it'll be a lot easier to get those stacks from him. And as he gets those in his, I believe Worgen attacks are going to be doing a lot more damage. And likely he'll be in that Worgen form a lot anyway since they have both Sanctification and Divine Shield, so I'm really excited.
That's Dark Flight too, right?
At 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Eyes in the Dark.
Yeah.
Or, well, it's not Dark Flight, it's Disengage.
That's the stealth one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing that a lot more lately, which is really cool. For a while, it was considered a pretty subpar talent, but now we're seeing that picked up more consistently here. Elegant taking a lot of damage there. The cleanse comes out from Tau, though. That was almost frame perfect timing there to avoid that Zol route. And we do have the heroics picked up. It will be play again from the Lost Vikings. It's Longboat Raid is almost completely faded out from the Viking play.
Yeah, everything else normal. There's eStar picking theirs up. Zool grab the Skeletal Mages versus the Poison Nova. There go the Pumpkins. And Sanctification has to be used by Nightshad just to get away from the Disintegrate and the rest of Leaming damage. Sundering for Olaf?
Got him!
Zhao T, hello?
That's what we call value, boy! I am as confused as
I wonder if he regrets that. Like, why did I do that? Maybe not. You don't question the Zhao Ti.
Yeah, Zhao Ti does what Zhao Ti wants. They are contesting this point here. It's a single spawn. Tau in a very awkward spot has to dash back to Nitya. Void Prison goes down. They're trying to kill Nitya there. Disintegrate comes out. He does end up Alderun's mighting into it. Elegant taking a lot of damage. Does pop the Avatar. Misaka trying to kite Olaf away with Balog. Zhao Ti does not have Sundering to kill it this time, though.
Nope, there is no Sundering, but they still do get one of the Vikings there. And again, eStar are going to pick up the altar. Now 32 to 24 in the core health. Is another Viking there? Just done? Yeah.
Yeah, and eStar really showing the power of this brawler-esque style, as they're just able to just completely run all over X Team. X Team not getting the best value as we're getting into the mid game of the Vikings, and they're really struggling in these team fights. As long as eStar keeps punishing them for their positioning and keeps being aggressive, they should be able to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, you see their passivity in the team fights for sure, and it's because they realize that they're going to struggle with the brawler type, like you said, and so that's why we're not seeing them just fully commit. They're getting mercenary camps. Yes, they have Vikings in the lane, but they're losing out on the altar phase. You can only do that for so long before you start to have really hard times with those altar phases. You might have to make some tough choices because you can't allow your opponents to get any of them. But X Team are slowly but surely bringing down the towers at least, so that the Viking presence in lanes, if they could stall out the altar phases for as long as possible, they might be able to start pushing down those bell towers.
We'll see if they can do that. It's going to be the death of Eric here. eStar, despite the many kills that they are getting on the Vikings, still not able to get too big of a significant experience lead here, especially when Thrall's on farm. They've killed Zhao Ti a lot. Paradise is upset that his hero was taken.
Yeah, he is angry. There's a really good minion push in the bottom lane too, so eStar potentially, if they can win a big team fight, have the potential of rotating down there, and that's all because that Zool pressure that has been pretty constant. They've been doing a really good job of pushing back this Viking pressure.
We'll see if the Vikings are going to come contest this. They are currently soaking top. The other two are heading towards the lanes to soak as they want to get level 13. 8 seconds until this spawns. Lauti will be back up. Elegant at the front gets a nice double stun onto Tyrael and to Uther there, but Xingxi diving deep in for Tau. Zolroot is going to connect. Can't cleanse himself, taking a lot of damage. Skeletal Mage is used to actually interrupt Olaf from a cast, or from a cap.
They are really using... Oh, there's the picture. Misaka is trying to steal away, but Greymane is going to come in and stop that too. The fight is all over the place, but breaking out with the Sanctification in the mid. Hammer of Justice hits Zeratul, and he blinks away. There is the root on the Bone Prison on Elegant. Should be able to Dwarf Toss out of that as long as he has it. Oh, perfect timing with Yao Yao and her combinations. And big piercing bolt hits a couple of people. The Disintegrate starting to come out from Yaya, but gets caught out by Toomey. He's going to get pushed away. The boss getting into the fight too, and Zeratul. Paradise will go down. Divine Palm saves Elegant for now, but not sure if he'll be able to get away from this. Hits yet another Storm Bolt, and Xingxi going for the kill, picks it up.
There's going to be a few kills going over to eStar. And they now have a, again, they're still struggling with the experience lead because Eric was sitting in the bottom lane the entire time. Olaf and Baylog were trying to soak as well as they can. No play again was used in that fight. I was expecting them to use play again to try and contest the fight, but they just kept soaking. X Team really looking like they want to play this for the late game.
Yeah, it scares me a bit, but that does seem to be what they're wanting to do. I'll believe in the power of the X Team, and they're starting to get some more pumpkins to take advantage of the Mercenary Lord pick up on the Vikings that they have. Looking at some of the other talents that we have, it's Calamity build plus Dominance, so Li Ming trying to make sure that she has some of the self-sustain, especially versus that very aggro composition of eStar. Anything else you see? All looks very standard to me. Giant's Curse for Azul could be because they know that they've been focusing on taking down Elegant so much.
Yeah, as well as it helps versus the Zerto a little bit. But good job so far from both teams. I mean, what it feels like eStar should be further and further ahead, and that just shows you the power of the Vikings on this map. And I love this. They're soaking the Vikings with 3 lanes. They're going to sneak in this boss here. Looks like Nitro might have sniffed it out. They might be rotating up.
Oh my god! Tao just died!
Okay.
To the boss.
Alright.
This is the triple temple phase too. That is...
This is horrible timing.
Yeah, that's awful. And they just... Oh god, they just lost their bell tower bottom! This is a mess!
Yeah, X Team is getting in a really awkward spot right now. They're definitely going to take some serious losses here, especially since eStar is just about to hit level 16, Gilly.
Alright, in the bottom you can see that Toomey and Misaka, one of the Vikings, are in the bottom, trying to fight over that one. Paradise hits the Void Prison, but Zhao Ti hits him right back with a Sundering Divine Shield, keeping Xingxi alive for now. Paradise trying to come back in and take him out, but gets hit instead. Sanctification! Perfect timing to keep them alive, and now Elegant will also fall. Everyone's staying alive from eStar. They're still duking it out in the bottom, but they've, eStar has picked up the right altar. They're about to get the left.
This isn't over for X Team. Li Ming and Karazim are stalling out the left one, and then the play again used against Toomey is actually helping them cap the bottom one, but Nitro did rotate down. Will they actually be able to get Toomey? One more auto attack from Misaka? No, not going to fall. And that should be the bottom altar going over to eStar. Will they be able to get the top one? Li Ming's doing a good job of stalling out Xingxi, but how long can he keep this up?
Man, Toomey believed hard enough. That is for sure. I was really quite worried there. But yeah, they have been able to stall it out. They should be able to at least pick up one of these. But even still, I think eStar is more than happy with how this has gone. And really, they were just going back to heal back up so they could get this fight. 10 versus 24. And if they can get this, they'll get 5 more shots down to only 5 core health.
Yeah, they're wanting this bad. And they do get a kill onto
Tao. Oh my goodness.
eStar just showing the aggression of this composition, using the sanctification just to make sure Xingxi didn't die to towers. Just really phenomenal play coming out from these two teams here. And these shots should be going over. Zhao Ti gets interrupted again by Li Ming. Misaka might lose Baylog here. Paradise just barely avoiding the Feral Spirit. And just more and more staggered deaths is actually just helping eStar out in this position. Tiger goes for the stun onto Yao. Yao has to reposition himself, and they do get the cat. That's 5 more shots, like you said, Gilly. And basically, one more altar phase could be the game for your 4X team. I
really love how the fights are going for eStar, and that's that Nitra is totally babysitting Xingxi on the gray main. The sanctification is... They use it and it hits other people, but it's like very evident that it's all about the gray main, and that Zhao Ti, who is the leader of the team, The Rock, he's like, yeah, it's fine, you know, I'll be fine on the thrall, I can take care of myself. And it's been really cool to see how they've been able to make this work, and now they're very close to being able to win the game straight up. X Team has so far to go back. Yes, they've caught up with the experience, but they're just so behind with the altars.
Yeah. This is going to be an uphill battle for X Team for sure, but if any team can do it, especially with the Zul pick-off here, it'll be a team of Lost Vikings. Lost Vikings has the ability to control multiple points, just control multiple areas of the map with just aggression. VP goes in on 2 targets to get the combo on the Zhao Ti. Divine Shield does come out, but will they be able to kill him off? Elegant pops Avatar. They're getting very low.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the Palm proc though, that was good for Elegant. He's still pretty low though. He needs to get back in and maybe get some heals before that. That sanctification was, and then the divine shield to keep Zhao Ti alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Zalti just did not want to die there. That's a really big win for eStar. But there will be no more triple spawns, Gilly. That's it for the triple spawns.
Right.
Means that this will be... It's not impossible for X Team to come back in this game, as long as they just maintain what their experience is and keep up the pressure. Even with Vikings, when triple spawns happen, it's so hard to contest all three.
Right.
But with only being single and duos for the rest of the game, X Team still has a chance, but it's definitely going to be very, very hard.
So there is the bottom one about to spawn in 13 seconds. Olaf pushing hard in top. Balog doing what he can in the mid too, putting on pressure, saying that if you're going to full-on fight for this altar, then we are going to make it tough for you to get actually any shots by trying to bring down these bell towers. We should start to see the fight. It's only Eric down here. The rest of X Team needs to find their positioning for this fight. Not all the heroics are up again yet either. Divine Shield and Sundering still a little bit longer. And there you see the Disintegrate coming out, but Tau just melts.
Wow. Losing Tau this early is really bad for X Team. This could potentially be game, especially if they take out Li Ming too. Ziggy's in a really scary spot. They're looking like they want to pressure this bell tower here. Elegant is an awkward spot. Sanctification does go down, and they should be able to get this kill. Sundering does come out on the Paradise. They're trying to reposition themselves. They're in a big VP. The Vikings are still soaking multiple lanes right now, just trying to get as much pressure out as they can. But neither of those bell towers are about to go down. Misaka almost gets the cap there. That would have been huge for X Team.
Yeah, but if the Viking soak is great, but if they lose this,
yeah,
and then lose the altar, they lose the game.
Yeah, if they lose this is game for sure. 5 shots will be sent towards the core. The bell tower does go down. Middle is taking some damage. If they can get that, they lose a Viking bottom. I don't think they have enough time to get bottom, and yeah, this is going to be game as Xingxi going to cap the last bell tower. 5 shots head to the core. GG. eStar going to take game number 1. Really liking the melee aggression here. They just did a great job of constantly getting these picks. That's the main issue that happened with X Team this game, is there was always someone getting caught out of position. Really poor play from... I mean, I've always said it. I feel like out of all 4 regions, China struggles the most with solo support Karazim.
Sorry guys, I guess there was some audio issues and I just now saw. I was so into that game. So hopefully that fixed that. I moved it a bit away from me and I can turn it down too. I'll try to watch out in case I need to turn it down as well.
But yeah, Tao really did not play that well.
No, I agree with you. I think... Did we see him on Karazim yesterday? I'm wondering if maybe that was a pretty targeted thing for X Team, realizing that maybe he's limited.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we saw him once on Sky Temple, playing Karazim, Rhaegar.
Did they win the Sky Temple game?
They did. Yeah, they were playing a different support hero every game, but yeah, it was there was one palm I remember that hit. Xingxi, without a doubt. Great gray main play. The Sanks were really good too. There was that one solo Sank that Nitra had to use, but otherwise it was really good and timed with the Divine Shield so that they could make sure to get whoever was the target out of there.
Are those pins, or are those like patches that were ironed into the shirts?
I don't know.
I think they're pins. I can't tell.
Why doesn't the guy on the left have it?
He's not about Neo TV. He ain't about that life, Gilly. He's a free spirit. He does as he pleases.
The one on the right is famous?
The one on the right is tilted. They look like they're getting into an argument.
What's the paper that he's holding? It looks like a huge spreadsheet.
I don't know, but he looks so tilted. Look at him.
Maybe he's a huge X Team fan.
Maybe he's like, you should never, ever, ever use Sundering to kill a Viking.
I forgot about that.
I will never.
Easily my favorite part of the game. So good.
No, those aren't patches ironed in. Those are pins. You can tell when the shirt ruffles behind it.
Yeah, like hers definitely looks like a pin, but his looks like a patch.
Yeah, but you can tell slightly when he moves. Oh yeah, he's talking about. Remember when Tal died to the boss?
Don't forget, Greyman used Go for the throat to kill a Viking too. I thought that as well, but and I heard the sound, but it didn't go on cooldown. Yeah, I heard the sound, and it was like pretty evident, but then it didn't go on cooldown. Maybe it was an overlay thing, or maybe I just missed it. It's the same female caster that wore the expletive on her hoodie. I know.
Explain.
I didn't tell you about that.
You might have.
When we were casting Storm League? Is that the name of it? Oh my god, I forgot. When we were casting Storm League, she had the sweatshirt on, and like on the inside of the wrist, it had like what was clearly 4 letters, and we could only see the F. And so this whole time we were just basically like, does that say what we think it says? I don't know, it's hard to tell. It was like this huge thing. And then finally, like at the end, she like made some gesture where you saw what was on it, and it was the F-bomb, like right across her wrists on the sweater.
Nice.
Like, does she know? It was it's pretty funny. Yeah, Zimbar, the top 2 Chinese teams did qualify. There's 3 teams left, but one of them is MVP Black, and MVP Black can't qualify for the Summer Global Championships from a different region. So,
I'm about to go full bakery up in here.
Why?
I'm gonna go get a banana.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Chinese final, and then the winner gets wrecked by MVP. We can dream that it will be a close final. The last series for eStar versus MVP Black did not go so well. The one before eStar took a game, but yesterday's was a 3-0.
Can we get a draft, people?
No, there's always a really long break before a draft.
Yeah, but can I just complain?
Sure, you can definitely complain.
Nice. It. Do they always sit in DX racers?
I don't know. Dude, I tried the new blue one. I really want one in my life. It's very comfortable.
Awesome.
I've never wanted one because they're really tall and I'm super short, and so they weren't that comfortable. But the blue one has like this adjustable headpiece, like pillow thing, that actually fits my shortness. Robert C says you promised a duo or a duet of A Whole New World. Is that true?
Yeah.
When?
But I'm Jasmine.
That's fine with me. I'll be
Nice.
Aladdin.
Nice.
What's the fastest HOTS game you've ever played in? I had one end at 4 minutes and 26 seconds today. Yikes! Hopefully that ended well for you, and it wasn't a 4-minute, 26-second loss.
I think Faye and I still hold the world record. It was a YouTube video we made. It's got over 100k views now. A while back, we did some promote Asmod and Cheese back in the alpha. It was like a 2-minute game or something. How tall is Gilly? Really short. It's funny.
I'm 5'2". Do you know where I can find VODs of the games that weren't casted at DreamHack? The EM versus Fnatic and the Dig versus Tay89. I'm pretty sure Evil Monkeys or Murkies did play Fnatic on stream. But I know Dig versus Tay89 did not get played on any streams. I thought it was... No, it wasn't Evil Murkies versus Fnatic, though, was it? Can't remember.
I know I cast Evil versus Merc. I think I cast Fnatic versus Evil Merc. No, wait, no, that got swapped to mainstream.
Right, one decider match got casted yesterday, and the other didn't. So I'm pretty sure there was just one match that didn't get casted. Alright, here we go, guys. Sky Temple. X Team are going to ban Sylvanas. And, of course, eStar will ban Illidan.
We've been starting to see the trend of Sylvanas on this map. It's really cool. It used to be only the maps that had hard pushing objectives that Sylva's prioritized, but now just any map with a boss, we're seeing her get love. And no surprise at the first pick here.
Yeah, Falstad has
On
really
Falstad.
been
eStar
a
really likes
priority.
Falstad.
Yeah, they really like him, and they also will first ban him a lot.
Yeah.
Muradin, one pickup. Will we see Thrall added to this for eStar? They want that strong solo lane hero. Good hero
I
for
feel if they're
holding
gonna
the
go
shrines.
Thrall, they would have went Uther with it.
Okay.
The Zeratul. Zeratul sees a lot more love on this map than most other maps. So they should give X Team, Uther, and Thrall. Both pretty powerful comfort picks there. They could go the Rhaegar too. As long as they don't go Karazim again.
Yeah. I would like to see them emphasize a different support earlier too. Right here. That would mean that they wouldn't get ETC, but we've seen Elegant on a lot of different heroes. ETC is just the one that we say that he shines on.
Yeah, he's really good on ATC. Well, there's the Thrall. What support will be paired with it?
Austin Yoon says, I want to see Zhao Ti on Illidan today. That is probably not going to happen. So many Illidan bans right now in the Gold League.
There's the Uther. Again, no surprise. I think we all expected that based off how X Team's been drafting recently. If there's any situation where they can get Uther and Thrall together, they will do it 100% of the time.
Of course, eStar bans ETC. Probably a Rhaegar ban here from X Team.
Could be Rhaegar, or they could be looking to deny damage as eStar because of the warrior pickup is light on damage. But they're gonna, yeah, you're right. They're gonna go for the ban there on Rhaegar. Next two picks here for eStar. Will we see Sonya Task potentially? Probably not because of the Zeratul.
I would love for them to go Brightwing again. They did Muradin, Zeratul, Brightwing, Leeming, Sylvanas on Cursed Hollow yesterday versus MVP Black. They didn't win with it. But, I mean, Brightwing on Sky Temple would help them out a lot, especially countering the Falstad split push. But Leeming for now. It's really crazy to me how much we see Karzim in other regions compared to Gold League, like the priority Karzim versus Leeming. Not Karzim, Kael'thas.
Yeah. They don't really like running Karazim. Mainly because, in China at least, the CC meta isn't too popular.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the reason why they don't do it. Though I feel Kael'thas is good outside of that most of the time. But there it is, Kael'thas. This is a really good composition. Like a really scary comp from X Team.
Tyrael, probably.
Tyrael,
Maybe Diablo. He does play Diablo too.
Yeah, he's good at point contention. Joanna as well is an option. I doubt we'll see Dahaka. China really just avoids Dahaka, and you're right. They've been running Diablo the last weekish.
One final hero for eStar. If they want more sustain, they could do Tyrande or Tassadar. Otherwise, what? There he is. Okay, so Tass.
Well, they got a lot of sustain, but all they have is burst, which So you see me toss up a rare threat about this? I already tossed up one. Now we have two.
That's your bad, Matt.
Now we have two. There's two now.
Hello, draft screen for a second.
Hello, draft screen.
Both teams have pretty good win rates on this battleground.
Yours are pleb. You're probably right. You're probably right. Those are pretty solid win rates. eStar goes to this map a lot more than X Team, though.
Yeah.
There's a large sample pool.
Yeah, it's like double. Sorry, I had to have a big stretch before this game, because this is a game where X Team brings it back. Right?
Maybe.
I believe. They have Thrall. They have Falstad. They don't have Sylvanas or Zul, which are their comfort picks for them. But I believe.
Do you, though?
Same spot, but that was pretty cool.
That production value.
Tao did not look happy.
I mean, would you be after that last game?
I mean, they forced Shao Ti to sunder a Viking. It's not the end of the world. That was pretty cool, how it switches.
Yeah, that was neat.
I wish that it swapped to who was playing what in the same spot, because it was not all in the same spot, but that was pretty cool.
That production value.
Tao did not look happy.
I mean, would you be after that last game?
I mean, they forced Shao Ti to sunder a Viking. It's not the end of the world. There it is. Here it comes. Here it goes. Maybe. Yeah. That is sick.
Yeah.
I love that. You should do your hair like Naicha's.
Pass.
Here we go, guys, into game number 2 on Sky Temple between eStar and X Team in the best of 5. Oh god.
Oh god.
There's my
Mouse.
Losers finals. I nailed it.
Here we go. Game number 2. eStar up 1-0. This is best of 5. Losers finals. Do you know going into the grand finals if there's any score advantage?
I don't. I was wondering that too.
Let me ask Homer right now, actually.
Alright, here's X Team in the blue with Yao Yao and Kale Thos. Tao playing Uther Paradise, playing Thrall, Elegant on Diablo, and Misaka will be playing Falstad. And eStar is in the red with Xingxi playing Li Ming Tiger on Karzim, Naicha playing Muradin, Zhao Ti on Zeratul, and Toomey will be playing Tassadar. Oh my gosh. Somebody keep count.
That's 3. I told you before we went live, we were going to get a buttload of pauses again
It's
today.
literally like introduce blue team, introduce red team, and pause.
It's scripted. I'm telling you. They use the pauses to run commercials on Chinese television.
Oh, Elegant took his coat off. Things are serious.
Oh, snap. Pictures, quick.
Things are getting serious. He's ready to bring it back. Does not want to be down to 0-2. That is a tough spot to be in. I cannot believe that they're still having this many pauses.
I'm used to it at this point. Hashtag esports.
I really just hashtag Gold League.
I should have gone and gotten that banana.
Go get it now. I'll cast until you get back. Okay, Zingsy's putting his headset back on.
Nice.
Why are you wearing it like that?
Oh, Toomey looks heated.
Maybe they're just hyped up. That was a good win.
Elegant, bro. Just because you're flawless doesn't mean you can't have good posture. All right, you need to fix that. Sit up straight. There you go.
Looks tired. It is earlier in the day that they're playing.
I am being told that it is a fresh best of 7, so there is no advantage to going through the winner's bracket, it seems.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, that's really weird. Especially
Well,
for best of 7 not having a 1-0 advantage.
maybe they just don't want to give any extra advantage to MVP Black. Like, they have an advantage just by being MVP Black, okay? We don't need to give them a game advantage, too. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. I've got Stupid Paradise stuck in my head from singing it so much.
Yeah, you need to quit.
I'll only sing it if he gets MVP of a game. Which, if they win this game, he will. So get ready, guys. Prepare your ear holes for my singing. And Zoya's singing too, since apparently we're going to sing A Whole New World.
We're not doing that tonight.
When are we doing that?
I don't know. I just said we'd do it. I didn't, lock in a date.
People were talking about it specifically in chat like it was going to be today. When did you talk about doing this?
I don't remember.
And why wasn't I there to confirm or deny the singing?
Because you're never casting with me anymore.
Oh my gosh. This...
Forever solo. Down by the bay.
Down by the bay. Isn't that how it goes?
Apparently I agreed to it yesterday. So you were here for that.
Was I on a bathroom break?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't remember even saying it, but it sounds like something I would say, so I owned up to it.
I'm kind of thinking now maybe you didn't say it, and people just made you believe that you said it.
That sounds like something I would say.
Nitro's hair is awesome.
I should go get that banana.
Go!
But I'm so lazy. It's like in the kitchen. Technically they're KO's bananas, but he ate some of my... Okay, I bought food from Amazon Pantry, and I bought Oreos, and KO ate all the Oreos. I didn't have a single Oreo. He ate every single one of my Oreos. This basically confirms KO's the Funyun thief, because he ate all my Oreos, and he ate all the Funyuns.
I had ice cream with Oreo in it last night. It was delicious.
Nice.
I'm concerned. We are back on the casters, which means I bet we're going to go to a break for this pause. What are they talking about? They were doing this for forever.
What they're talking about is go over to tempeststorm.com, check out their
Nope.
meta snapshot, which will be updated very soon for patch 18. I believe that's what patch it is. I don't remember what it's called. But it'll be the Chromie patch. Hopefully we'll get that meta snapshot out the day the patch goes live. As well as you can go to intotheam.com and buy a bunch of Tempest Storm swag.
Nice.
And the guy on the right's like, yeah, also check out their YouTube channel, youtube.com/TempestStormHeroes. I learn a lot from that channel. They also have an amazing manager and caster named Zoia.
Is that all? Are they still talking about it, or did they?
Yeah,
move on
I'm
to-
just like, I'm listening to them, Gilly. We're also talking about how Zoia is one of the Never mind. We're done.
All right, here we go. All the teams heading up to the watchtower. Seems like that they raised the game zone.
Nice.
Okay, looking at the level 1 talents as they spread out into the lanes. Mana Addict for Kael'thas, even though it's a bigger battleground. Still spend quite a bit in lane. Hopefully they could rotate around. Oh,
Whoa, these stats.
That's pretty cool.
Is that what we paused for? Them to like fill out these stats?
Worth.
I wish I knew what those stats were. I'm assuming
I know,
that's
me
win
too.
rate. Win rate, kill death ratio, and or average kills, average deaths, maybe. Maybe that was win rate, average kills, average deaths.
It could be. Seems he's getting some siege on the bottom towers. Usually you just have one person down in the bottom and then from each team, so they're trying to switch things up, just play some mind games with their opponents, but we'll see them start to rotate up as they get ready for the first temple phase between mid and top.
Tap.
Tap.
We'll see how this is going to go. Zalti already taken a lot of damage from poke. See that Kazim does rotate up to it. I'm really curious as to how this comp will do from X Team. They've got a lot of sustain. They can live a long time. I feel like most of their kills, though, are going to have to happen when a Void Prison goes down. As it is burst damage, but it's not consistent burst damage between the two of them.
You mean for eStar?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. eStar holding on to the mid temple. The top is being held by X Team. And yeah, X Team has the potential for a lot of picks too, which if they could get those, they could start to get ahead. But I really agree with you with the need to get a good Void Prison.
Oh, okay. That was cool from X Team and not so cool from eStar. The minion slam Muradin down below and they've got a free CC chain on them. Unfortunate turn of events there for NCC, but very easy first blood for X Team. It was literally given to them by the map.
This is a nice thing about Karzim. He's pretty good at holding a temple solo, and that's why we see him up there. Yeah. And X Team getting the first blood, though, means that they're slightly ahead in experience. They get the final shots out of that mid-temple, too. Thrall might be in trouble. Zeratul is keeping an eye on him in the top. Meanwhile, the rotations are starting Giants pretty early on in this bottom lane. May try to push in with those and take out one of the towers. Paradise. Not long for this world, buddy.
Yep, he's going to go down. Finally gets his Thrall. He is stalling out this death quite a bit, though. At the same time, X Team is losing Soak in the mid lane, and that's potentially going to be the death of Toomey here. One more poke. Nope, he's just barely going to survive.
Yeah, I like that they've gotten these Giants because if they can control the bottom temple and get enough of damage off of the Giants, then they could get the fort there. They were even looking at the Giants from eStar, but it is pretty risky, especially since Falstad had to fly up to the top to start getting the soak there. But it's good to have him up in the top anyway, since he can always fly down to the bottom when he's needed for the next temple phase.
X Team just about to hit level 7, abusing the power of that global presence. They do have it right now. They're all trying to solo the bruisers up here. We've seen Paradise do this a few times, where he just kind of kites the melee, the units around, just minimizing the damage he takes. He's really good at that, but he does end up getting joined by, I believe, Diablo to help cap that. And then eStar is going to take their siege camp in the bottom. Ooh, Zalti getting really low. Good trade from Yao Yao, coming out way ahead on that.
eStar hasn't picked up their bruisers yet, but Karzim is starting them now. So an earlier pickup on those for X Team means they may potentially are focusing on making sure that they are set up in the lane, the bottom lane for the next temple phase. Misaka going to push in with those two, and Zhao being low, having some trouble with that. And Elegant and the rest of X Team are going to clear out these Giants and get ready for the temple to spawn in a few seconds.
Not the biggest lead here for X Team, but it is a lead nonetheless. A little less than half a level. We'll see how eStar wants to play this. Interesting not to see Vorpal Blade versus the Falstad. One of the heroes that is considered best to take Vorpal Blade versus Misaka, taking a lot of damage, though. Should end up going down here. Nice kill from eStar, denying that global presence, but they're going to have a slow rotate down, and by the time they get down there, Falstad should be able to fly straight in, so not the biggest loss there. Made great trade on the Toomey here. What are you doing?
Toomey?
Why did Toomey walk into that death?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I was just complimenting, or wanting to compliment Naicha and Zhao Ti for how they set up that kill. But, yep, not having Tassadar now means that Falstad could have flown bottom if he needed to, but he's actually going to go up to the top two, knowing that the Bruisers are pushing and not wanting to let that fort take too much damage from them. They're going to find Zhao Ti too, so it's mainly kind of a 4v4 in the bottom. Thrall even actually sitting in mid, and that was a really good phase control by X Team, especially with getting their heroics when they did.
We're seeing APOC, again, no surprise. Sundering APOC combos are pretty devastating, and that's something that X Team has a lot of experience doing. So we'll see if they're able to synergize that well. On the end of eStar, all normal heroics. So we're seeing Wave of Force this game. And we're starting to see good Leeming players able to interrupt small things. Now, before Wave of Force was just used to take out Mosh Pit, but now we're seeing a Wave of Force timed properly. As they do just take out Paradise yet again, Gus was used. Gravity Lap's going to go down as they get the Shadow Charge on the NCC, but X-Team should not be fighting this.
No.
And Elegant might die because they tried to contest.
Yeah,
he goes down. This could be much worse than just Elegant dying. He gets the Apocalypse down, but doesn't end up hitting anyone. Leeming combo comes out a bit too early, but I think Yao Yao should still go down. Nice palm coming out. Divine Shield used on Yao Yao as well. Man, that was a really bad exchange. All 5 heroics were used here for X Team. They didn't get a single kill, and they lost 3 members.
Yeah, the force wall was great from Toomey to stop Elegant from getting back to his team. He's Diablos was fairly squishy. And then after Kael'thas was... After he was Divine Shielded, that's when the palm procced, and so I think he thought that he was going to die anyway, so he was just going to sack himself for that kill or something, or thought he'd have more time, but either way, not going how they planned on that exchange going for sure, and that's given eStar about a half level lead. You can put some damage on the top fort too, in preparation for maybe another tempo phase, or if they can win another fight like that, take it out. Structurally, X Team have a tiny bit of a lead, as they still do have some health from that top fort, but it's pretty close in structures.
Yeah. Not that big of a lead right now for either team. It looks like more of an advantage is going over to X Team, though. And as long as they keep playing the map well, they're in a fine spot.
They do not have Divine Shield for this fight, nor the Apocalypse, but they're going after it anyway. Shielding, helping Naicha stay alive through the burst from the team. They really want to get this fort with the Phoenix down. Should be able to bring it down in just in time for this next tempo phase, but they've took some damage for that.
Yeah. Paradise, the master of taking free poke. He has just been getting chunked and chucked from the Leeming, not trying to really avoid it all that well. Again, Karazim going to be holding a point. Like you said, he's one of the best point contenders in the game. Able to just kind of sit there and never take any damage. Falsehouse going to fly bottom as X Team's doing the Bruiser camp. Diablo being collapsed upon. Elegant might go down here. The fourth wall is well placed, but he does have soul, so he'll be back very quickly.
It was nice to have Falstad who could fly bottom. The rest of eStar trying to use that 13 advantage that they do have for a little bit longer as they're starting to collapse to the bottom. Falstad should be able to barrel roll up through the wall now to get back to his team.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
And no Karazim, remember, for this fight still, as Diablo's going to come back in.
Well, they are looking for the Shadow Charge flip. They do get it onto NCC, but he's going to go ahead and Dwarf Toss out of there. Going to be fine for now. Good poke going on the Zalti. Elegant taking a lot of damage, though. That's one of the scary factors of Diablo, why you don't see him too often, is once he Shadow Charges in, he has no real escape.
Yeah, you can take him. You can burst him down pretty quickly, too, depending on his souls and how many he has there. And Tiger has now joined the team, but X Team got the rest of the shots. Misaka was maybe waiting for a barrel roll to get off of cooldown.
All 3 forts for eStar are now down. Still train.
Win train!
But still a few forts standing here for, or 1 fort standing here for X Team. And Bruisers are getting some value in the top lane for X Team as well, so X Team not in a terrible spot, despite being down a full level and down 6 kills to 2.
They haven't really been able to find too much success from their crowd control chain because they always are going after Murden and he just dwarf tosses away. There goes the force wall, and the back line of X Team was in trouble. They have this double support composition for eStar that's really been able to help keep them alive. You can see Tiger punching the Giants like crazy. Mighty Gust is going to come out, trying to help zone out the rest of the team, and Elegant is going after Zhao Qi. Perfect palm, though, keeps him alive amid the hammering that is coming back, and there is a second kill as Uther will drop. Yao Yao's in trouble, kiting back Zhao Qi, but there are many more members of eStar along the way, and a third kill. Make that 4.
That was with several whiffed heroics as well. The Gust not getting any value for X Team. I think Sundering may have clipped only the Karazim, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, imagine how that fight could have gone if X Team actually used their heroics well. eStar going to go up a full level lead still here, going to be the first at 16. They did take some serious damage in that top keep, though. And again, X Team's not out of this. They do still have that single fort. Next shrine phase should be spawning soon, and we'll see how X Team plans to approach it being a full level down. Yeah, it's going to be a double shrine, so I don't think they can contest this at all. They're probably going to have to give up all the shots here, and that's going to give eStar an advantage in structures.
You know, I was looking at this, and like, they keep focusing on overpower on Muradin, and it's not really working out for them. But then I look at the composition from eStar, and nobody really is ideal for that. Li Ming would be great, but even she has teleport, and did not get the increased range on teleport, ended up still getting glass cannon, but she's still in the way back, and that would force Diablo to just go so far forward that he's going to have a tough time even surviving through that. But they have Radiant Dash 2. Tassadar obviously has built into Dimensional Shift, and then Zeratul has Blink and is going to be cloaked until he decides to come out and make his presence known. So it's pretty tough for X Team to even find anybody to get that combo going with.
Yeah, it mainly comes down to pick your own poison, and I definitely think that Merden's the worst option to go for. Good poke coming out from Li Ming. I mean, that burst is just insane. A lot of damage going down onto Toomey, though, and he is just barely going to get out of there. But that's both of his phase shifts down, so he's a very susceptible target now. And this might be bottom keep, Gilly, for X Team. Despite being down this entire game, eStar is struggling to kind of just force X Team off of the map objectives here, and that's keeping them very far ahead. Paradise taking a lot of damage. VP goes down. This is a fight that X Team doesn't want to take. No
Divine Shield. Apocalypse came out pretty early, too, so it was really easy to avoid it and then get back. They've taken out 2 people. Yao Yao's not getting away from this. He'll go down, and again, it's just Falstad. This time Diablo also remains, and Zhao Qi says, hey guys, we've got time to get this boss.
Yeah, they got plenty of time for that. They're going to go ahead and take that down. That's going to do some serious damage to that bottom keep. But first keep of the game, of course, going to X Team here. And, you know, it's one of those situations, you know, we see it on Battlefield of Eternity. You know, if you draft a team fight composition, you know, it doesn't matter how many kills you get. If you keep losing the map objective, you know, it's a struggle to win the game. And X Team is doing a fantastic job of just still somehow trading ahead on the map objective. And I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
eStar stalled out the boss for a little bit longer, letting the lane push and letting some of the members of the team go back and get healthy, get ready for the push along with that potentially. The final temple was also finished by Karazim, so now he can get back into this too. So really great for them. Patience in making sure that they are all completely ready to go for this push in the bottom lane.
Well, boss doing a lot of damage to this front wall. Should not get the keep, though, as there's a lot of good poke from X Team. It's about half HP here. I'm curious as to how far eStar is willing to push this. They're trying to get the keep here, and this might be a mistake. We'll see if Misaka wants to go for aggressive fly and try and get a gust onto a bad position here for eStar. I mean, this is a fight X Team wants to take. They want to fight here badly.
Yeah, the force wall is going to try to zone them away. We don't see Misaka flying over the members of eStar to stop them, but they're still trying to find somebody. You see the gravity left checking the bushes. They didn't find anybody, though, and that's great for eStar that they were able to get away. But they didn't get the keep, importantly, and that is great for X Team. It didn't give a lot more experience to eStar. They're still a level behind, but they have some time. Especially if they get a pick here.
Yeah, they want to get a pick here. They're getting pressure on that top keep with those bruisers. Mertcamp's really getting some mad value here for X Team.
Yeah.
I was watching the stream again, so I didn't see any of this.
Oh, Murden, Dwarf passed away. It just... Okay, so they went after Tiger, and he used Palm to save himself. And then they used Sundering to stun him. It hit him, but he was far enough away, like Radiant dashed out and was fine. And then Apocalypse came out too. So both Sundering and Apocalypse did basically nothing again. And those are two really long cooldowns now that they don't have, and they're trapped. Look at the positioning from eStar.
Yeah, they're going to force this fight here. They still have most of their heroics up, Palm up in 15 seconds. And eStar now has their Storm tier talents. Elegant trying to lead his team out of here. He's taking a lot of poke there. Here comes NCC. He goes in for the stun. Elegant getting very low. Tal trying to keep him alive as best he can. Diablo is still kiting back though, but now Yao Yao is isolated from the rest of his team. Paradise is with him to try and keep him alive. It looks like Yao Yao might get Tiger. He throws on the Divine Palm, but it does not connect with anyone, and actually that's going to be the death of Tumi. Misaka trying to kite away here, and it looks like with this split up, both Thrall and Uther were able to get away and back. Diablo is back in the fray, so a 1-for-1 exchange here, and that
could have been so much worse
for X Team as it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been so much worse. I'm pretty amazed at how they got out of that. Especially too, Divine Shield is pretty early on Yao Yao. That are just like, they saw the focus coming and used it, and eStar very quickly disengaged. But X Team still don't have Storm Talons, so they're going to have to give up this temple and just try to get back into lanes. You see Diablo up in the top, Falstad going to the bottom, and mid being soaked by some of the other members. And realizing that X Team don't want to engage into this, I like that eStar is not keeping any more than necessary on the temple.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to do. They're just playing as safe as they can. Tabs are just about to finally be up. X Team still 3/4 of a level to go until 20. I mean, this is a very uphill battle for them. But they're still in this. 1 keep to 1 down for both teams. The Shrines are going to be up by the time X Team has 20, so they're going to be a tier, but it's so hard for them to secure kills. I mean, look at the kills, Gilly, 14-4.
Yeah. That really goes to show that X Team has just gotten a lot more value out of the temples and the mercenary camps. Like you said, it's crazy how much they've been able to get from them.
Yeah.
Keeping them in this game in experience and in structures, the fact that they're still tied up. eStar's going to steal these bruisers away. X Team still has not gotten 20, but they're almost there. I wanted to point out that Karzian did not get Peaceful Repose, so those Divine Palms have to really commit. But so far this game, they have committed. So they're going to have the Storm Shield to help out with the damage, especially with all the living bombs, and even the chain lightnings too that X Team's putting out.
Well, nice invade there from eStar, just trying to make sure they control the map as well as they can. Do we see the timer on the boss?
I didn't see it.
Well, it shouldn't be too long until it's back up. Should be contested somewhat soon. 13 seconds, okay. So probably not going to be the main contention point anytime soon, as Shrines will be spawning as well. Maybe one team will try and sneak in a boss. But,
good. Okay, that's Prescience. And then there's Dimensional Shift again.
Yep. Yeah. Zalti is going to try and reposition himself. Zingzi kiting back as well. Void Prison goes down. NCC taking some light poke there. Divine Shield used on Falstad. The Apocalypse used again, but no one getting hit by it.
Murden is so separated from the rest of the team, but Nitro might be able to take out Yao Yao. He goes down. Oh, Misaka's in trouble too. He's barrel rolling away.
Halo. Elegant already getting poked down as well. There comes the Shadow Charge flip going out. Zalti is going to try and reposition himself. Zingzi kiting back as well. Void Prison goes down. NCC taking some light poke there. Divine Shield used on Falstad. The Apocalypse used again, but no one getting hit by it.
Murden is so separated from the rest of the team, but Nitro might be able to take out Yao Yao. He goes down. Oh, Misaka's in trouble too. He's barrel rolling away. Paradise getting hit by Nitro. Staying crazy healthy. This double support has been so beneficial for eStar. Uther is going to go down to Paradise drops. Redemption will bring Uther back, but they're keeping tabs on him. Xingxi and Zhao Ti are right there, and it's going to be tough for Tao to get away. Elegant trying to help him as best he can. A perfect force wall, though.
Really well done. Elegant going to go down here. If he does fall, he doesn't have the souls again. Good heals from Uther Ghost. NCC is wanting it, and they should be able to get that kill. That's only Falstad up now, and that's still 4 members of eStar available. Will they go straight for the core, or are they going to take the safe option and just get shots? As they are down their lead main, but looks like they're just going to be able to go for it. 20 seconds on Chaos with only Misaka here to defend. Looks like eStar going to be on match point here, Gilly, as they are going to take a 2-0 lead. Misaka doing a good job of actually chunking down Tiger, but I don't think it matters, Gilly.
Yeah, he used Gust. He tried to take out Zeratul, like segregating people away. That was it was good from X Team. It's just that eStar played it better. Like straight up.
Really,
Well,
really
good
put
from X
Squishy
Team.
on the end of X Team. There was
Yeah.
never a situation where I thought they got value out of Apocalypse and Sunder.
Yeah, the heroics were really poorly timed, which is not something that we often see from them.
Yeah, that was really poor team fighting coming from X Team. They were very rarely able to secure kills. I mean, I don't think there was ever once a moment where I thought
Yeah.
Apocalypse and Sundering got good value. And I think that's what cost them that game mainly.
Yeah, I think the good from them was doing things like quickly and together to try to come back.
They abused the map
Yeah.
well. That's what they did best with. But when it came to actual team fighting,
Definitely
without that
eStar.
synergy, when I looked at the game and when I looked at the draft, I felt like when it came to the team fights, it should have been X Team that were winning because they just have so much damage in eStar.
Yeah.
The double support was a little bit lacking, but just because of how poorly it was played in team fight wise from X Team, they just weren't able to secure kills.
Zhao T was the MVP, had a lot of void prisons that they got some good value out of. I would say, who is it playing Tassadar? Toomey?
Yeah, to me.
Toomey had some insane force walls.
Yeah, he played really well that game. Everyone in eStar played that pretty phenomenally. There's only one Void Prison that was questionable, and then there was the one play from Tower. He got caught, had a Divine Palm himself, but he didn't end up dying, so, I mean, it was just, again, really good play from eStar across the board.
Yeah. They played really well. They want some revenge versus MVP Black, and now they're one game away from getting it.
Yeah, they want to get that rematch. They took a game off of them in the group stages. They did get 3-0'd by them in the winners finals, though. So they're not pretty happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Especially on their home turf. Like getting beaten by MVP Black twice now.
Yeah.
In front of their home crowd.
Pride does matter.
Mm-hmm. Especially to these teams, like the Chinese teams.
Yeah.
It matters to everybody, but the Chinese teams always want to do well by representing their region. So they're one game away now. X team really want to bring it back. But yeah, I don't know. They do feel a little bit off today from what we were seeing yesterday and versus Edward Gaming. Things not timed right. You know, the Karzian play wasn't really on point. There are some early Divine Shields in the last game.
Yep. X Team gonna have to realign themselves with the universe. Because this is
you know, some nerves going up against eStar. Also could just be eStar doing a really good job of pulling apart X Team too. For so long they have been the top team in China, and they had this like brief blip of not being, where Edward Gaming was able to defeat them at the World Championships, but still, I'm sure they're frustrated about that, but had this like brief blip of not being, where Edward Gaming was able to defeat them at the World Championships, but still, I'm sure they're frustrated about that, but not too much so, since they didn't have Zhao Ti playing with them. That's their leader. Now I think they're feeling really on top, but still, they're like, yeah, X Team, whatever, we're just going to beat this because we've got our sights set on MVP Black and the Grand Champion. The Grand Finals. Sorry, tired.
which has been confirmed to me twice that no advantage to MVP Black. It is a fresh best of 7, which is not what we're used to.
Neither best of 7 nor no advantage.
Yeah, even in best of 5s, you usually see some form of advantage, whether it's or usually just like an up 1-0. So it's interesting to not see any of that in a best of 7. Completely fresh. Give me draft, please.
Sign E2C escape yesterday. Yeah, I'm hopeful that a best of 7 will fare better for the opponents of MVP Black. Do you know if we're going to the best of 7 right away?
I sure hope so.
It seems so weird that we started 2 hours earlier.
I think it's just to prepare in case it goes to Game 5 and then Game 7.
What do you think? Do you think X team will bring it back and win a game?
No, not after how I've seen them play Game 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's been pretty poor compared to the last few days. We've been hyping them up, how they've improved a lot. But today, they seem a bit nervous.
Yeah. Even on cam, too. Like, they don't seem... Like, they're pretty quiet. Like, they're just sitting there. And Elegant is slamming his energy drinks. So I don't know if maybe they're tired from the
I'm
early
doing
day
that, too.
Yeah.
1 a.m. casts are fun.
Double stuffed Oreos are just regular Oreos, and regular Oreos are diet Oreos.
Not a fan of double stuff. I feel like
The ratio's off.
the regular Oreos are the perfect ratio of cookie to frosting. Some people like the frosting a lot. I mean, it's good, but the cookie's like just as good, if not better, in my opinion. Mistake to go double stuff, in my opinion. Just get regular Oreos.
Oreo milkshakes are my favorite kind of milkshakes too, Olivine. When is the grand finals? After this series. Oh, Stark's gotcha. Shout out to our mods. Thank you, Stark. Zoya doesn't want his cam on, or it's just not working, right?
No, I'm just lazy.
Oh.
I'm not getting all prettied up at 1 a.m.
Also, you have to use like a lamp that glares in your face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets really hot.
Is it another no pants day?
No, I'm wearing pants today.
There you go, guys. Pants for the grand finals.
That's because I didn't go to bed. I didn't wear pants yesterday because I woke up and started casting. I've been up for a while. And I had pants on before. Sorry to break dreams.
I don't know, Blacklight. I don't know about an OOD today.
Probably ain't gonna happen.
Probably not. Nope, I am of team pants. So I also have pants on. Here is the map.
Infernal Shrines.
I love the article you tweeted about Twitch chat moderation, but if you took away anonymity, then do you think people would flock to a different streaming site, or do you think Twitch has a semi-monopoly? I don't think you have to take away anonymity. You just need better not mods, but rules for mods, and then you need, like, tournament organizers to take more of a role in making sure that they have mods that are good and consistent and enough.
Twitch chat can still be Twitch chat, just
Yeah.
not tournaments. Let like Crips chat and stuff still be Crips chat, but for tournaments, mods are definitely helpful. And let fighting game Twitch streams as well keep doing their craziness, because that's kind of how FGC's always been. But here we go, draft for game number 3, guys. eStar up 2-0. Will they be able to take this series right now and get a really fast set to MVP Black. So we do have our bans, Falset, and Illidan. Will be the first pick here for X Team. Will it be the Zool, which is a common first pick on this map. It's going to be the Kael'thas, which is fine. We have been starting to see Kael'thas prioritized on this map.
Mm-hmm.
The poke for the points is just really good.
But that does mean Zool is available for eStar if they want him. They've been
Jesus, Stark.
prioritizing what?
Zool pick up, no surprise on this map. I think Zool is insane on this map. He is so good. He is really good at, not just point contention, but in the early game, he's probably the most powerful hero on this map, just because of the split pressure he puts on. It's not just about just getting, the towers for the experience, but it allows that eventually when you do get those punishers down those side lanes, if the front wall's already taken down just because of Zool's split push, they get infinite more value.
2 more picks for X Team now off of seeing both Uther and Zool picked up. I'm wondering if X Team will pick their support here if they don't want it to get banned.
Should be.
Because the Karzim was not working out.
Should be Thrall Uther here.
Uther got picked by eStar.
Oh,
so,
it did. Okay, so Rhaegar then.
Yeah.
I think consistently we've seen from X Team, anytime they pick up Thrall, I think it's like 100% chance that they pick a support with it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, Tyrael. Which I think I'm fine with. I think Elegant has a really good Tyrael.
Yeah. And that, in some way, he'll have Sanctification, so it's not Divine Shield. But if they get Rhaegar banned against them right here, which of course they're going to, then at least Tyrael can help try to make sure that Thrall stays safe when he wants to dive. Let's see where the ban for X Team will be.
Sylvanas, I mean, I'm
makes a
pretty
lot of
torn. Kind of. I'm pretty torn on Sylvanas Zool. I feel like the split push is crazy, but then you kind of lack a bit in team fights. Sometimes I'm really impressed with how Sylvanas Zool is played if the enemy team reacts poorly to the split push, but then I'm also seeing games where it's just not enough damage to win team fights.
Well, maybe they just didn't think that they had the ability to respond to it at all.
Could be the case. For sure.
ETC picked up by eStar. 1 more pick here for damage. Plus, it's not like they had picked up Muradin and then banned ETC since they prioritized getting Tyrael, and maybe they're going to do a double warrior. So maybe they wanted to force eStar into some damage that wasn't going to be as good for the shrines.
I think it's very risky to go double warrior for X Team, especially with the rise of Tychus right now.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of teams in both China and Korea starting to pick it. I think X Team actually ran Tychus yesterday versus OMG. Actually on this map too.
Well, they're going to try it anyway. Diablo and Tyrael. That's something that they have run before too. That's what they did versus Edward Gaming. And I'm fairly certain it was on this map. So it's a comfort for them.
Curious if we'll see the Tychus from eStar. They did run Tychus on this map yesterday versus MVP Black.
They did. They didn't win with it, but...
And it was versus Double Warrior, too. Or that was like the 8 melee comp. Double Warrior, if you count Sonya, plus I think Murden was on that team. They didn't win with it, but they're willing to run the Tychus.
I don't know how good their point, being at the points would be.
I mean, it's not bad.
Liming's not the greatest at it. Zool will be off split soaking. Oh, I love it!
Will be the Karagino.
One of the few maps that we see her on consistently is Infernal Shrines. Sometimes Tomb too, but That's fun. That's Zhao T on Kerrigan. I can get behind that.
Down by the bay.
So X Team doesn't play this map very much.
I don't think that's true. That can't be true. There's no way X Team's only played this map twice through all of Gold League. I feel like 90% of the sets I've cast have started with Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, because
That can't be right. There's no way they've only played this map twice.
one would have had to be yesterday. That's weird.
I'm very curious about this. Oh, the odds are starting. We're there. eStar, I really like their draft. I'm not a big fan of how X Team drafted here. We'll see if the double warrior can pay off. That Kerrigan is terrifying, though. And my eyebrow itches. So I'm gonna scratch it. Should have gotten that banana.
Thanks for the updates. Well, you can get it after the series. That'll be like a 15-minute break.
Now, the important question I have for both you and chat.
Is whether there's going to be a pause.
No, not whether. No. How many pauses? You don't need. That's not whether there's going to be a pause. There's going to be a pause. Like it's just going to happen. It's just how many pauses there will be.
Why are they leaving the screen up for so long? There we go. What will Elegant play? Is he on Diablo or is he on Tyrael?
Diablo. There'll be Misaka on the Tyrael. Oh, guys are coming in phase 2.
That's cool they have the flexibility to do that. I think Misaka is probably my favorite player.
Yeah, the 4 of the 5 players on
On
X Team
X-Team.
are very flexible.
Yeah.
And then you have Paradise, who only plays Thrall.
And for eStar, there he is, Zhao T. I'm excited to see Zhao T's Kerrigan.
Kerrigan's really good on this map. I think the first time we saw Kerrigan ever played on this map was at BlizzCon by Cloud9. And used to the effect that it was, rather, with the point contention, with the Ravage, how well she's on this map. And she hasn't ever become super meta, but we see her pop up here and there.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy from the North American regionals, the stats. She was banned more than she was played, and it was all from Infernal Shrines, pretty much.
Yeah. She's really good on this map.
It shows how much this map is played, and then how good she is on it. Here we go in Game 3 on Infernal Shrines, X Team in the blue, with Tao playing Karzi and Paradise on Thrall, Elegant on Diablo, Yao Yao playing Kael'thas, and Misaka playing Tyrael. And in the red is eStar, and we're not even going to get to it.
Woo!
Tiger playing Uther, Nitro on ETC, Zhao Qi playing Kerrigan, Xingxi on Li Ming, and Toomey will be playing Zul. What does triple P stand for? Is it pause pretty please?
Means pause to piss Poya off.
I like that they pause and Zhao Qi just immediately pulls out his phone. It's like, I gotta check how many Twitter followers I have.
Can't believe that phone's into the booth.
That's true. But really, like, what is with these pauses?
I don't know.
Because it's the same time every game.
You're right, the cowhead guy. If there was a drinking game for pauses, you would die. Because holy cow. Just infinite amounts of pauses. Down by the bay.
Pre-game pauses for meditation. Who would have thought? Yeah, I don't have the dog cam today, guys. I apologize.
No Arnold?
Nope. Would you rather pause every game or an hour in between each game like DreamHack? Well,
Oh,
at least I can get up.
Yeah, an hour break between games. I could go take a nap.
Yeah. A 10-minute pause at the beginning of every single game is not fun.
I don't understand what could happen.
I don't know. Hey, I too have a Heroes of the Storm desk mat. Zhao Ti and Xingxi.
I'm using mine right now.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'm cooler.
Because it's your birthday.
This is how you end up solo casting.
At least I wouldn't have to listen to your singing.
You're the one singing today. Not more than me, miss. Down by the bay.
Totally just made your point. I was so salty just waiting 2 hours with no clue when they would restart. I mean, it was a networking problem, so none of us also knew when it was going to restart. Savage, Mike. Incarna says if they sing I'm out of here. This is clearly your first time watching this.
Yeah, you might as well get out now. Because we will sing at one point. I should go get that banana.
You won't.
I've been eating fruits lately. It's weird.
You won't.
I probably won't. But I want one. Bananas are decent.
One more sing and I'm out of here. Oh no, I'm so afraid. What if we sing accidentally? We'll lose Madamad.
I'm sure we would live. And he would live. And he'd probably keep watching too.
I don't think the bananas would be singing.
I could sing about
That's
bananas.
yeah, you could.
Where's the score? It's 2-0 eStar.
Kiwis are awesome, Rai. That is true. No, Andrew Ta, we have a second set whenever someday we can get to it.
Down by
The bananas?
the bay. If I tried hard enough, I could fall asleep right now. And you could hear me snore.
I wouldn't have to try at all.
Yeah, actually, it would not be very hard.
When Sonya roar. Mm,
I gotta leave.
bye, Lana. Have a fantastic day. Just a little flat on that frown.
Dude, Tao's sweatpants look so comfortable.
Pretty sure nobody's gonna come tell you if the game comes back, Snuff, but have a lovely night, day, thing. Nail cleaning intensifies.
I should go get that banana.
Archangel QT says, Zoya, any suggestions where I can find Hearthstone decks so I can become legendary? Perhaps on TempoStorm.com?
I don't know, I don't play that crap game. That's not true.
You have
I play
this
Hearthstone a lot.
You have a free one. It's literally freelo.
I'm not paid to plug Hearthstone, okay? I plug heroes.
Pretty sure you're paid to plug TempoStorm.com.
Probably right.
Nobody is wearing snack pants today. Actually, Little Pint, Zhao Ti is wearing his cargo pants that are orange. Lovely Hearthstone says, Mrs. Gillyweed, can you please tell Zoya I love him? Thank you.
Oh. There will be a 30-minute break between this and Grand Finals.
I knew there was going to be a huge break. Did Archer just tell you?
Homer.
Homer? That sucks.
What about the 30-minute break between the draft and Game 3? Because we're getting that right now.
I'm ordering some breakfast food if it's going to be 30 minutes.
I'm going to go get that banana.
He actually finally went and got the banana, guys. I'm sorry, lovely Hearthstone. Zoya just got tilted because he found out about the 30 minutes, right as I told him your love confession. I'm sure he feels the same way about you. I should have put PJ pants on. No, I can't even favor food this early. My life is in shambles. If no gameplay soon, then report for scam ass. Blame whatever is going on for Gold League. Did you hear about the DreamHack Hearthstone Twitch drama? Any thoughts? The thing that I tweeted about? I'm assuming? Yes.
Oh, I've got the banana.
I can't even order breakfast food, Zoya. It's too early.
Wrecked.
I hate everything.
Get wrecked. At least you can order food where you live. There's banana.
Did you turn your camera on?
No, I was talking to myself.
Why are you telling yourself to look at the banana?
Looks tasty.
Don't make me go to Twitter, please. That there were racist people in chat, and one of the mods was unbanning people and not participating in it. Is that what you're talking about? Because yes, I heard that.
I know what you're talking about.
Somebody was talking about it.
This was on your stream?
No, this was at DreamHack for Hearthstone.
Nice.
Because heaven forbid there was a player who was black competing. And that was the drama. Yeah. Andrew, I did hear about that. I tweeted, if you went to Twitter, oh my gosh, we're back, but really fast. If we went to Twitter, or if you went there, you would see that one of the mods actually wrote a piece about it that was really good. That basically called tournament orgs to
bananas?
control their mods better and have more of them. But here we go. While Zoia starts his banana, we are going to start this game. And
Of course, the moment I open my banana, the game starts. I'm tilted.
as you probably should be. I thought maybe X team was trying to go for an early tower damage, but it seems like they're trying to wait for somebody. But eStar is... They see that there's not a lot of people here in the mid. They know that the Chinese bush meta is strong with the X team, and they may be able to avoid it.
Well, I mean, you should never be that aggressive without a Sylvanas versus a Kerrigan. So they're just going to safely soak. Just to make sure they don't die to Kerrigan. Because that's what she does.
Right. No, I was talking about X team in the top, but yes, also they need to be very careful because of the Kerrigan too, for sure.
Just like awkwardly holding this open banana right now.
I can tell you took a bite.
It was good. Well, X team here. I'm not a big fan of this composition. We'll see how it plays out. Again, it's kind of solo support Karazim. You get the extra shields from Tyrael, so
this is going to
a
be bad.
lot of people can classify Tyrael as a pseudo support.
That's going to be dead.
I'm watching the Rock stream.
Bye, Paradise.
Gonna try and get Elegant as well. Good poke from Li Ming. Very quick first blood here for eStar.
Yeah.
Shows you the power of Kerrigan already.
And it's furthering X Team's potential morale deficit. In that losing somebody that early on, right before the first shrine, allows eStar to get a jump on taking out these skeletal defenders here. And with the lanes pushed, X Teamers trying to get back so they can get in there. They are about to get level 4 though, and that may prompt the rotation into the shrine.
We'll see how this goes. I keep watching the stream and not the screen share, which throws me off.
Understandable.
Kerrigan having insane wave clear on this map. That's why she's prioritized on this. Not wave clear, but just shrine contention with how the Ravage works. It's going to go over to as Paradise is going to die again. Second kill on him this game. Why are they showing a split pushing Kael'thas on the top?
I do not know.
And the picture-in-picture, okay.
But Kerrigan senses a disturbance in the force, aka the split pushing Kael'thas. He is leaving, and they only need a few more minions, so this is a really tough spot for X Team. They've lost a couple of people already, mainly just Paradise twice, and they know that eStar can take their time pushing the lanes before they finally do secure that Punisher. It's an arcane one, and it'll start pushing down that mid lane.
Really surprised to see the Verdant Sphere talent at level 4 from Kael'thas. Almost always versus a Kerrigan, as the Punisher does leap over the wall. And wow, Zalzi just going ham here on Paradise. Let's be Paradise's third death. He's getting healed up from his trait. And he's not actually going to go down. But almost always versus Kerrigans, I prefer to see the cooldown reduction on Gravity Lapse, as Masaka not going to go down either.
Wow, great shielding, but still, they might be able to get Paradise this time. The combo came in from Zhao Ti. Somehow, amidst all of that, X Team stayed alive. They have kept alive their fort, too. eStar does have 7, but Elegant's coming in. They want to make something happen, knowing that they took a lot of damage from diving that fort so much. Oh, but Thrall is finally going to get taken out by Zhao Ti.
Yep. I think all 3 deaths so far this game have been on Paradise.
Yep.
Really just punishing him over and over again. eStar with about a half-level lead right now, as they do have level 7. Not seeing anything too crazy with these talents.
I mean, how can Thrall even go in any of the melee? They have Kerrigan, they have ETC, they have Hammer of Justice from Uther, and then they have the Bone Prison. The minute somebody goes in, the Bone Prison can go down. They can combo them back so that you can't run away from the Bone Prison too. It's pretty terrifying composition to even try to engage into, and eStar realize this. They know that they have this advantage. Tao's in trouble, may have a Radiant Dash to get over the wall. Paradise will save him, but that's another mercenary camp. X Team can't even get a mercenary camp because eStar are just being merciless here. Yeah,
they're being really aggressive, doing a great job of controlling the game so far. 3 kills to 0. They've done some serious damage to mid. They got bottom wall down. I don't know the state of top. I think top is just fine, but Zul again pushing very well here. Combo goes down onto Tyrael. That's a very dead Tyrael.
Can't even, like, get out of a stun long enough just to throw down Eldrin's Might so we can teleport to it. It's scary. It's straight up scary for X Team. And their tournament life's on the line. They are down 2 games already in this best of 5 and not sure even how they can engage into this. And now eStar is well on their way. They've got a full level lead from these kills and are about to get their heroic abilities. The lanes are pushed thanks to Zool. It's just amazing play and amazing drafting for this map too.
Yeah, eStar is playing this close to perfect so far. 4 kills to 0. They got a full level lead as we're getting so close to those Storm tier talents. And the Shrine is spawning in 2 seconds. Probably going to be X Team just giving this up as it's going to be very hard for them to even consider contesting this. And eStar already on the point. We see that Zool doing what Zool does on this map. This is why I love Zool on this map specifically, is the rotations from mid to bottom. And I really also like the Poison Nova pickup here versus 4 melee. Can get some serious value with that.
Oh goodness. Kael'thas goes up and comes down dead. Mosh Pit was used to help get that kill.
I'm watching the stream again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you don't tell me.
Well, I don't realize until you say I'm watching the stream.
Nice.
X Team about to get their heroic abilities. Yeah, we've got Poison Nova. Everything else very normal. We saw the Mosh Pit there. Sundering, Sanctification, and Divine Palm will help a lot with X Team. And Elegant is considering it. Yeah, we're going to go with Lightning Breath this time. So we're going to see the Sanctification, Lightning Breath. If they make it to 20, maybe we'll even see the Holy Arena, which would be really cool to see with the Hellstorm. But they got to get there first, and that's a long ways away.
Well, Pusher going over the wall here. Zalti looking for the combo, but he's patiently waiting. Living Bomb does go on to him. Ziggsy just poking through as well as he can. There goes a combo onto Elegant. Combo hitting 2 people. Gravity Leap's not going to connect with anyone. Lightning Breath was used, and immediately eStar's just going to back out. Not going to get too much value with this Punisher, as it is already going to go down before the fort falls. At the same time, though, Zul's been split pushing away, pushing that experience lead even further in favor of eStar, and he's going to get the first fort of the game here in mid.
I was like, oh, this is really patient and good by X Team, but then I realized that it was even a 4v5, and now Divine Palm will proc. Thrall stays alive, and they're going to throw the Divine Shielded ETC back behind them, and with that, because he got so far away, Kerrigan goes down, but because of the giant Poison Nova, Kael'thas will follow. It was a really great Poison Nova from the Zool player to me that he might pay for it as he gets taken out by Tyrael. Tiger coming into with the Hammer of Justice just to help the team, the rest of the team get away. But that's good. That's exactly what X Team needed. Yeah,
they need to get little wins like that here and there to try and catch up. 2-for-1 exchange here in favor of X Team, but still a very big uphill battle for them.
Mm-hmm.
As eStar is just about to hit level 13.
Yeah, it's still 6-2 kills. The Zool has been, yet again, very, very important in getting the lane soak, even bringing down that mid fort. So if there is a temple in mid, or whenever there is a shrine happening in mid, that will be pressuring the keep structures now instead.
We'll see what X Team wants to do, try and force their way back into this game, as this map can be very momentum-based, and eStar is definitely, even after that last exchange, still controlling it pretty well. More Merc camps going on over to them, with these powerful invades here. 13 tier picked up for eStar. X Team still trying to find a way to even up, and this is going to be the 3rd Punisher phase going over here. I love this positioning from eStar. They're looking to get really aggressive and just zone back X Team as far as they can.
So in North America, the level 13 talent pickup for Kerrigan usually is the Eviscerate, which is the 40% increased range on her Ravage. Enables you to more easily and from maybe over the wall even be able to capitalize on stuns. But this time is going to be Lingering Essence, which means that her shields from Assimilation will last a lot longer. We'll see if that's going to help make sure that Zhao Ti can stay alive through the aggression from X Team as they start to come into the Shrine. Nearly level 13, nearly being able to contest at an even level.
X Team, though, they did use 2 of their heroics already, Sundering and Phoenix already down, so eStar already in a significant advantage here going into this. Looks like Diablo trying to get a good position here. Elegant wanting to use Lightning Breath aggressively to zone out eStar while they try and contest minions here, but Zalti doing a good job of clapping minions. Did you see the Shadow Charge going out onto him? He's going to go ahead and back out. NCC gets a powerful mosh pit, hitting 3 members there.
Oh, wow.
Elegant with the Lightning Breath doing a lot of damage, but that's going to be the death of Thrall.
So Lightning Breath, or not Lightning Breath, Mosh Pit plus Maelstrom plus Poison Nova is a death trap. There's only Tau and a Tyrael left. Misaka gets an Eldrin's Might, but it's toward the base of eStar. Smite is going to speed her up, but even then, there's still forts there. Misaka is not getting away from that, and they even chase down the Kharazim. Here is the death of Misaka, and Diablo is back up. He had the souls, but even with that too, eStar was able to get this Frozen Punisher. This will bring down another fort and get eStar ever closer to 16.
Could have been a completely different fight there if Li Ming had any mana at all. Once the resets happened, I mean, Li Ming was already at less than half mana before that fight started and just couldn't do anything more. That could have been a much more one-sided victory for eStar if Li Ming had any mana at all. But
I mean, it was a team wipe.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been even more.
Even more of a team wipe without maybe losing
disgusting.
somebody.
Yeah. Li Ming just completely as that fight happened to start snowballing for eStar. But a 3-level lead for them, and we'll see how they want to keep controlling this map as all 3 forts are just about to fall as Zoia and Kerrigan taking top.
Kerrigan has added aggressive defense to the Lingering Essence, which will help her just make her more bruisery, stay tanky, and be able to sustain in through the fights, especially since they know that they'll be around the shrines for a fairly long time and will be taking some poke damage. So that will help out with that. But man, the Mosh Pit was so good. And then Maelstrom plus the Poison Nova, the flank in from Zoia to be able to hit all of those people with that was nasty.
Yeah, that was really gross. eStar looking for Elegant down here. He's very far forward. I don't know if he has enough souls to res. I don't think he does. He's going to get killed off for free there. And yeah, that's 35 seconds. Without Diablo, great gank from eStar. I mean, X Team trying to soak their way to 16. And unfortunately, they do get picked off for it. And eStar still maintaining this 2-level lead as they're getting closer and closer to that Storm Talents. X Team still struggling to get 16.
Yeah, and I love that eStar is staying so aggressive with us too, stealing away, not giving any way to come back for X Team, even with just a single mercenary camp. Kildos was up in top. He had to come back here to help with the defense here, as well as the fact that he had soaked it to the point that it was no longer really safe. He was a clear out in the lane and could have gotten in a lot of trouble there. So they're still just trying to get 16, but being all forced back here in their base is really slowing that down for them.
And this push is doing so much work in the mid lane.
And that's
really good.
Oh, that's where the temple's going to be too, the shrine.
Yeah, that's the front wall already down. Since he actually missing his combo on the wall to kill that tower, might still go down to the Khazra. No, gonna survive just barely. But yeah, right, that front wall's already taking some serious damage. And if eStar wins this point, that's going to be a potential very early keep here for eStar in terms of the time frame on this map. They're going to try and catch Elegant out of position. He does kind of sniff it coming. Power Slide does not end up connecting. Gets the Shadow Charge. But good body block from Nitya, and they do get the combo. Palm was used, and will they proc it? They do not end up procking it, but they don't get the kill as well.
Still no palm for about 60 seconds now as the shrine is ready to spawn. X Team do have 16 at least, but again, eStar are going to get the positional advantage over the shrine, and that means more defenders. It requires X Team to be the one who may make the risky plays and has to go in on the positioning of X Team, or eStar, but they have found some other members outside of the shrine. If they can get some picks here, they might force eStar to send people back. And the shielding on Zhao Ti is just unreal with that aggressive defense and the Lingering Essence. Look at it. That's crazy.
Yeah. It is really good. See how X Team wants to contest this, though, Gilly, as they are on the same team. They're trying to move forward here. Still a significant advantage for eStar on this point. Zhao Ti does go for the combo, though. Misaka gets a Holy Ground, and that's very far extended Kerrigan here. Signification does go down, but Yao taking a lot of damage. Divine Palm was used very early. It's not actually going to proc. They almost get Zhao Ti a big Poison Nova doing a lot of damage, and immediately 2 members of X Team have fallen. They're trying to kite back and get Zhao Ti Paradise might be able to kill him, but a nice mosh pit connected with 2 members there. Zalti gonna try and help secure that last kill onto Thrall. Will they be able to get Masaka as well? He's trying to kite back, but he has no mana. I think Zalti should be able to catch him, and that Punisher does end up going over to eStar. 3-level lead for them. Zalti really wanted to get Misaka here. They do end up catching him. Does he have enough mana for an Aldarn's Might? And no, it doesn't matter. That's going to be the death of Tyrael as well. For nothing exchange here for eStar, and they've got a Punisher pushing mid.
That was insanity. The mosh pit too, perfectly timed to allow Zhao Ti to escape. Not using it unnecessarily earlier on in the fight since it was so convincing of a win earlier. But man, they have everybody still up. 22 seconds for Tyrael, but the rest will be back pretty soon. This keep is completely forfeit, but hopefully X Team can bring down this Punisher before all of the rest of the eStar can get any more kills. Yao Yao's in trouble though. That's the Bone Prison and a lot of Li Ming damage.
Yeah, she's going to get very, very low with the kill thoughts there. Try and push this even further. Tao is getting poked down as well. The Divine Palm does go out, and it does proc, but Elegant's going to fall as well. Sanctification was used, but I don't think it's going to matter as the Sun Ring does end up coming out. They're trying to get Tao as well. He ends up getting killed, and that's only 2. 1 member left, actually. Tyrael, the only one up. Misako being forced back there, but the core is exposed. It's already taken some serious damage here, Gilly. It's at 70%, and it's going to be falling. Only 13 seconds until Kael'thas up. Not enough time, and eStar, with their Storm Talents, is going to take the series 3-0 in a very dominating fashion.
Woo! That was... Dominating is an excellent way to explain that, Zoya. That was nuts.
Yeah. eStar just, I mean, I think most people would agree that eStar already outclasses X Team, but based off the games we saw yesterday and the last few weeks from X Team, they definitely did not look on point today.
Right.
I really agree. Sloppy play, just lack of synergy here, but eStar doing what eStar does best, which is just crushing nerds.
Well, we'll see how they can crush the nerds that they have to go up against next, because MVP Black is a whole different beast of an opponent than X Team. But yeah, they really seemed off. Doesn't matter too much for them. Obviously, it matters for pride, it matters for money, but X Team still get to qualify and go to the Summer Global Championships in Sweden in June. But X Team, they're ready. They've got the momentum going off of these wins. They're warmed up. They're ready to try their hand at facing MVP Black again, and we're going to have that for the grand finals. But there's a pretty big break before that, which sucks.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to leave the stream on with volume so that if we have our awesome people translating in chat, you can hear the interview with Zhao Ti or whomever from eStar is going to get interviewed. And then there should be a timer up that will say how long until the stream will be back for the grand finals. Best of 7 between eStar and MVP Black, just the way we want to see it. We'll see you guys pretty soon.